When oh when will we hit a year?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for that 31st month there. 31 months, that's almost a year, so we must be getting close. Lag, thank you for the lizard party. Welcome in, everyone, Mac and Willow as well. Hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. Almost there, we're very close. Any minute now. Hi. So, how about that shine, huh? I've been working on the cryptogram. I've got all the glyphs deciphered. Now I just need to find something to use it on, which is going to require a lot more levels, I'm sure, to find all the secrets. But so far, very fun. No, we haven't done anything. Actually, no, that's not true. I haven't done nothing. I have done something. It's subtle, and I don't know if it's final, but at least it's something. The upper thingaboppers are slightly different now. I don't know if I like the new design. The new design, I just grabbed the text box. Oh, sorry, cat. Why doesn't she walk backwards? Because I'm pushing her. I'm just shoving her. She only walks when she is moving. If I just push into her. I don't want that to happen. I want her to get pushed out of the way. It's just not what's happening. That's weird. Why did I see a seam there on the ground? I don't think there's a seam there. Anyway, we were going to add some more houses in the backdrop here, just to give this place a little bit more visual interest, for one thing. Hooray! We love that. It's the best. So let's see here. Let's add a child node. Decor. Add a child node. Horses. Background houses. And then let's add a house to it. Is this a good house? Let's see. No, that's not a good house. That's not a good house. Now that's a house. Plop. Perfect. It's a Jetsons theme to confuse the player. Perfect idea. We're just gonna throw some little houses back here. Additionally, we're gonna add more grass. I do believe. So this is the grass. So we can add to this a CSG box. Oh, let's just copy paste. What is it? This one? No, that's the path. And these are the grass. No? What is this? What is this one? What am I looking at here? There's path there, but there's also path here. Are these the same thing? I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. Well, what is this one here? That is part of the grass. This is additional grass. So we can copy paste this, delete this. This one can be just cycled around. We can reset rotation on this. Beautiful. Now we have some grass here. We can make this grass a little bit higher, but not much higher, because it can't. We don't want it clipping into the ground in here. We don't want that, but we can do it like here. Maybe do it like this. Just to kind of have a little bit of height. A little bit of height here. We can add more dirt here. There was no ping in my server. I don't control the ping, so I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. That's just the way it is. The ping didn't happen, then the ping didn't happen. Let's scoot this in like right around here. We're just gonna kind of eyeball it because it really doesn't need to be exact. There we go. How's that? Yeah. Just have this little ledge business going on, which you probably won't even be able to see. We can change the color of the roof, actually. Made a new song for like a file select or something that possibly. I know the title track. I would not be opposed to using that for both title and file select. Just because it goes into a very nice neutral spot for a while. But it's sounding really good. Does anybody want to hear the title theme so far? We could take a little dip into listening to the title track. All right, so we gotta pause this. All right, here we go. I gotta figure out the audio level. It's gonna be probably too loud. So let's find something else. No, let's just go for it. It's gonna be loud maybe, so be ready for that. Oh, a whole new version of it. Okay, well, hold on to your hats. Oh, well, that's okay. This is the file select. You're gonna have to wait, Willow. You're gonna have to wait. It's not time yet. This isn't the title screen. This is like for file select or something. Realistically, I don't think this will get used for file select, but it will be used for something. It is very just meandering, just kind of sitting on something, not really resolving to anything. So that is very good file select music. All right, here we go. Now for the title theme. So imagine we get a big old, hang on, what do we get? Hold on, let me pull up Photoshop real quick. Let's make sure this house looks all right, for one thing. Let's see here. Oh no. Didn't want to do that. Accidentally closed down my dashboard. Back. It's back, don't worry. Your child wants to know when she can play your game. I mean, we may have a demo available this summer, but full game will probably not be done for, you know, a long time. I am trying to get a hold of, all right, our main goal currently is building a trailer that will be able to show people what the game is about. Okay? So that's like a main goal. Now, when are we going to be able to do that? I don't know. We'll see. But it's what I'm working towards. Like all the things that we've been working on, it is working towards that. So we want to grab this, slap it over here. Yeah, that looks real good. Then we'll take this and we'll just grab Dabble here. Slap him on this image here. Blow him up nice and big here. Looks good. Grab Cat here. Throw her in. Why not? It's gonna be great. You're all gonna love it. very soon you're gonna be like, oh, that's what was going on the other monitor. Ah, I see. Well, now it's all worth it. Yep, perfect. Let's put a frog in there. Get a frog. Get a screenshot of a nice frog here. Nice frog. Oh yeah, everybody's gonna be like, wow, how did he do that so fast? That's amazing. Okay, here we go. So imagine it's E3. Yeah, trailer is we're gonna have a trailer eventually. It's E3, and you're seeing all the brand new game announcements. It's 2006 in this alternate timeline. Don't worry about it. And then you see the trailer drop, and it comes in with this music right here. Here we go. And then you say, wow! And there'll be like some slight like bobbing of all the elements. Like everybody on the title screen is going to be like rotating slightly. Maybe a little bit of bouncing. Yeah. Etc. You get the idea. No, these are all very original. Do not steal. Oh, that counter melody is much more noticeable now. I like that. Isn't it so good? You like it? I can tell. I can tell. All right, there you go. That's what we got. That's what we got. Bring on the lizards! Thank you for that follow. All follows are anonymous. All right, you can barely see the house back here, which is good. I kind of want that. Don't act like that's the worst you've seen. Let's actually mess with the roof a little bit. There you go. There's the song. All right, so that's the title track. Possibly final. A streaming etiquette question, of course. I'm always happy to answer streaming etiquette questions. So we would just need to apply a different. Hi, Jay. Welcome in. It is not final. Okay, not final yet. Surface material override. So what we would want is this, but with a different albedo. Let's see here. So we can just kind of have some slightly different colors here. See, that's a pretty good one. Boom, copy that. And let's paste it onto this gable as well. Here we go. Now we have variety. Variety. Is it rude for you to play and finish a game off stream that you began on stream? I don't think anybody will. Yeah, if you are telling people, oh yeah, stay tuned, we're gonna finish this on stream, that's one thing. But if it's just like, nah, I'm just doing it when I get around to it, that's completely different. Did a little mining off camera. Alright, so let's get this one here. This one can be a little bit lower down even. Kind of poking out through the trees here. Let's actually turn this one around so we don't get that porch visible. Just gonna have a little house there. Let's see how that one looks. Yes, the house will be floating there, but you will not, as a player, you will not be in any position to actually see that. You're just gonna see a bunch of little houses. Oh, let's put one back there instead. This one might be okay. Like, look, you can't see that this is floating very much. Well, you can kind of see if you really get in here. All right, we'll move it. We'll move it. We'll move it back to, like, here. Just to get a nice roof visible. But yeah, let's mess with the roof. I think having a different color roof gives it a lot of variety. From your other game, sure, why not? So we can go like a little bit purple. Kind of a, this looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Copy that one on. All right, let's see how that looks. Little robot. Oh my gosh. It's you. It's you. Tomar, look, it's you. Little robot, welcome in. Did you know you were in a game? Who is this? It's Little Robot. Games. I want to move this back a little bit, I think. That looks so much better with all these little houses in the background. Ew. Is that too much enthusiasm? Not at all. Okay, we do want to put a little grass back there. Just a smidge. Just a smooch. Just a smurge. That right there is enough grass, really. Add in a little dirt underneath it, just to really round it out. Can't even see most of this. This does need to scoot, whoops. This does need to scoot a little bit further this way. Look at that. Now we're talking. Now the frog can go home. That's right. No, none of us know Little Robot games, but we are excited to have them here because we are making a Little Robot game. So it only feels right. Yeah, there we go. So there is a little bit of an extension of the ground. That's perfect. Okay. I like that. I am satisfied with that. It makes this area feel a lot more deep than it actually is. Like there's more going on than you would otherwise think. So I like it. Uh-oh. I glitched. I got stuck behind the door. Makes it look like a real village. Exactly. How are we gonna do this with the door code? We definitely need to put in some kind of just in case. So we wait for the player to move inside, don't we? Or do we not? Okay, player input locked. Once we unlock the player's input, let's just set the player's position. And that way, if we somehow manage to get stuck behind a door, apocalypse-themed roguelike RPG. Right, we need to play the casuals music. This will probably be a little bit of a different genre. There we go. There we go. We warp in and we get stuck. We still get stuck. Target 2. Inside location. That's just where we are hoping to go. Oh, right. And then we need to empty this out. So if we get stuck, whoop, doesn't like that. Oh. What is target location supposed to be? It's supposed to be a list, right? See that again. No, it's not a camera thing. I mean, the camera does suck for this particular instance. All right. Target locations cannot have a value. Why not? What is target location? Target location is an array, apparently. There you go. That's it. Door stuck. Door stuck! All right, let me look up what target locations is and figure out why we can't get in there. It's supposed to be an array of vector 3. Okay. Oh, I hope this isn't this dumb thing. This version of Godot does not like... Hi, Al. Does not like arrays of this type. And so you have to do this weird thing. But I don't remember what it is. It's assign. Assign is the keyword that we're looking for. Assign. It's like a more type-safe setting values. So shine. Am I right, Al? There we go. That warps us in. Okay. So that in case we get stuck in geometry, then we're good. And if we don't, then we're still fine. Actually, this may not work, but it's fine. I'm not super worried about it. When are you gonna try to shine? I tried it today with copious amounts of save states. I was going, you've got to wait outside. No, we want to have at some point a single bit of code that handles doors. That would be nice. In fact, I found a lot of interesting things in Shine. I found a certain somebody in Shine. We made it big, guys. We've made it big. Also, ooh, mysterious symbols. Good news, I've already translated the mysterious symbols. It is not Shulp. That does not say Shulp. You would expect it to say Shulp. I wonder if he was banking on it saying Shulp. I don't know if I should spoil it. I think cryptograms are really fun puzzles. I like them. Who made that thingy? That is a ROM hack called Shine by Dupu of who is Dupu.gov fame. It is a simple cipher. there's not a whole lot of I didn't have a whole lot of text to go off of. I had about five message boxes like that one, including that one. That was enough to get it. I know you saw the Kiwi door. That was one of them. All right. So, added some buildings. Good. Oh, I know what we need to work on, and it's a bit of a doozy. Lizards! Let's go! Gosh, I love a good lizard party. I know what we need to work on, everybody. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I'm going to show you what we need to work on. So, remember, our main goal right now, the thing we are setting our sights on, and we are using as our lighthouse at the moment. Willow, thank you for that giant lizard. The thing we are focusing on as our main primary goal at this moment, our primary medium-term goal, is a basic, not final trailer that we can show to people to say, this is what the game is. Only like 60 seconds max. We just want to see, bam, 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 this is the kind of game this is. You got this, you got that. You got, whoa, text box, whoa, animation, battle, lots of battling. Witty dialogue, battle, big boss attack. We just want to show people at a glance, this is the game we're working on, so that when someone comes in, but I want to work on I want to get towards the trailer. We're so close. Don't interrupt me. What I was going to say is one of the things that we're going to show off a lot is the battle screen. And there's something on this screen that I do not want to be in the trailer. And it's this right here. We've got our placeholder main menu, which sucks. Like this as a submenu, these are fine. This is fine as a submenu, but this main menu here, we need to replace that. Art. Okay, but instead, we're gonna do some art. Let me find Krita. Let's do some mock-ups for the second partner. We'll just do some mock-ups. Nothing crazy. 7, okay. Half past. So we'll give this an honest 10 minutes or so. And we will include... well, then you can't see the robot from there. You can't see the robot from there. At some point, we're going to need to come up with a runaway minigame. The video for... No, not for the direct. No, it's specifically for people who are asking, like, hey, what are you working on? What, can you show me something about it? I can just pull up the video and be, bam, there it is. This is what the game is. This is what we're working on. With some snappy music. It's probably going to be the battle theme. Of course you meant Dumpster. Who is this Bob's? No, the next Dabble Direct will probably be... well, I mean, we may piggyback off of the work we do for this mini trailer. So we'll share the work there. Whatever we come up with for this trailer will probably be reused for the Dabble Direct, among other big exciting announcements that I haven't come up with. Okay. Let's expand. Much better. Okay. Partner 1 is Cat. That's a given. Partner 2. Do you remember in chapter 3 of Thousand Year Door, there's like a little egg. There's a little eggy. And it hatches into a baby Yoshi. Well, we're not going to do that exactly, but something similar to that. I want to have a baby of sorts. A baby lizard of sorts, but with a completely different moveset than Yoshi. So we want to have... let's see here. We're going to have Dabble just kind of chilling as he does. All right, so we got Dabble. With his waffle, his speaker box. And then our new character. Gonna be a lizard. So I gotta figure out the right scale for this thing. I'm kind of wondering if when the lizard is out, he is so small that he is like... He's sort of like just on you. Just kind of hitching a ride. Scale. Okay. You okay?
The limitations.
Hovercat's computer is not long for this world. Hoping to see about a new one tomorrow, maybe, because it is on its way out. Okay, so here's the idea with this. Field... Oh no, the computer. So in the field, we're going to do something similar to what the original planned Partner 2 was. Partner 2 was originally planned to be a short-range, hover, no vertical ascension. So the idea is you have a pit that is too big for Dabble, then you can hover horizontally across and get across that way. We're going to change it a bit. We are instead going to do a kind of a grappling hook system is the idea, using the lizard's tongue. So I'm thinking maybe a chameleon or something. So it still is short range. It has to strike a surface and then pulls you across. Now, This is good for a few reasons. One, it makes it easier to limit where you can go. Like with an unlimited hover, it's like, all right, well, you can just go anywhere, I guess. I was thinking Leon, but we'll see. We'll see means no. All right, so the idea is I can still have gaps that it's like, well, even with this new ability, you cannot make it across this gap still. So gaps still become a usable obstacle in the game when defining regions. We can still say, nope, you can't get across to yonder door unless perhaps maybe you turn a gear that in turn will cause a little platform to raise over here or something. And it's like, okay, now you can stick to it and be pulled across, and then the platform, is slowly going back down or something. Name it chat. That would be a weird one. But I get what you're going for. So anyway, that's the idea there. This guy needs like more excited eyes. Lizard Party! And thank you for the follow. All follows are anonymous. These great big eyes. There we go. Give him some spines or something, I don't know. But the fact that if he rides on top of your head, that makes it much easier to handle the idea of like, okay, animation of you being pulled across with the lizard makes sense if the lizard is attached to you. That's fine. In combat, he will not be on your head. This would strictly be for in the field. Yeah. So there's the idea for now on how we're gonna do a different partner 2. We're still in the zone where ideas like this can change as we figure things out. It would be really cool to have that kind of movement in that trailer, but I'm not like banking on it. Really, the main reason I want to have a second partner available by the time we do the trailer, the preliminary trailer, I don't want this to be considered to be like, oh, this is the game's trailer. It's like, no, this is just kind of a little preview of what we're working on. It's not like all right, send this to the media. No, definitely not. It is not ready for that. But right now, all the footage would have Cat trailing along, and I want there to be more variety than, okay, it's just a game where there's a robot and a cat. It's like, no, the cat is a partner. There can be more. All right. So anyway, that's why I would like to get another partner working. At least, not even if it's not functional. Something we can mock up for the trailer would be great. This stink. All right, this is what we're actually going to work on tonight. This is tonight's real plan. Is we want to have a better battle menu. What we want, and we're going to look at the code for this. We have the combat menu. The combat menu is just this. It is a scene where we have any number of options that can be overridden. And they just go into a little scrollable container. And optionally, they can have some kind of number and icon associated with them. This is all handled by the battle menu code, which handles things like transitioning between different menus in battle. You've got your initial menu, the player action menu, which just has, okay, you can attack, item, and tactics. And then it says, okay, when a selection is made, if you chose this option, then bring up this menu. If you chose this option, then bring up this menu. If you chose that option, then bring up this menu. And then each of those is its own function of, okay, add this option, this option, this option, this option, this option, and etc. Things like player attack menu is interesting because the number of the moves you have available actually depend on which modules you have equipped. Like if you go into a fight right now, I've got Gear Spin and Spring Fling. But if I run away and equip another move, well, now when I go into the battle, I actually have 3 moves available. I've got a whole new move. Wonderful, amazing, incredible. And so this can dynamically change what is available to the player. So this first one is the only one that really needs to change. Instead of using the standard menu, which is combat menu, we're going to have to make a new one that can inherit off of it. Believe it or not, check this out. This right here, this right here where I'm toggling between these 2 options, that inherits off of combat menu in the form of combat target menu, which has its own code, but it extends the base menu code. All it has to do is change some startup code, and hey, what do you do when the selection changes? Well, you do this, 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 this. Simple. Super, super simple. So, likely what we're gonna do is make a big fancy menu. Maybe like a combat main menu. And it's gonna be a giant gear over your head, I assume. Now the question is it 3D or 2D? And we've discussed this before, haven't we? Let's see here. Let me check my folder for Dabbletails art, because, yep, here we go. The mock-up. This is old. Guys, this code is old here. Or this code. This is from July. This is from middle of July we had this. Well, look at that. Not so different. So the initial idea was like this big gear that descends from just off screen. Kill the frogs, I guess. Big gear descends from off screen, and you use left and right to switch which action you want, or I guess up and down would also be allowed. So that would be cool in that you get this sort of 3D depth to it, of the options sort of like kind of going around in a circle like that. It's very Bug Fables-esque. Yeah, Bug Fables also uses a spinning roulette. Paper Mario uses a 2D sort of wheel of options. I think the theme that they do is like Spotlight. I think that's visually what they're trying to get at, maybe. I don't know. But yeah. We can go either way, really. The advantage with this is you can clearly see what's in front. However, you wouldn't be able to see the back options, which is kind of by design because there may not be a specific number of them. Like, I don't want to change the shape of the gear if you have more or less options available. Like if you're in tutorial zone, it's not gonna be something that makes sense. Like if you count the number of teeth on the gears, it may not evenly divide out. It's like, okay, hang on. When those images go behind the scenes, something's changing back there. So it's like, that's fine if we do it that way. Let's see, a 2D gear would also be fine, but again, maybe difficult to determine which option is currently selected unless we make it like sizably larger than the others. 3D could be weird, a weird interaction with the set dressing. So maybe 2D is the way to go. But definitely we want to use the gear motif. Gears are good. Gears are definitely good. Now the current setup is that we have this up here. The Worry Stone, of course. At a set location. And that's not going to be the... If I wanted to, like, focus it on the player, the specific player, then that's not going to work, because it's going to get added to battle menus. Yeah. So I'd have to do a little bit of finagling to get it to line up with the character, but that's fine. Let's just throw a scene together and see what happens. Let's make it a 2D scene, I guess. Is that what we want? I guess that might be what we want. I mean, we could still do a 3D gear. Thousand Year Door system is nice because you can see all the options. Bug Fables, you cannot see all options available at once. And in my experience, it's a little bit tricky to remember, like, the icons, but that's neither here nor there. Like, what if it was still a big gear, but oh, no, I want it intersecting with the scene in weird ways. Let's make a 2D scene. Combat. Main menu. All right, we're gonna try. We're gonna try some things. We can try. Let's grab a gear. I'm sure we have plenty of gears that we can use. Let's see here. We've got, look at all these. Look at all these fancy gears we could use. Got those. We got this. Also a winner. So perhaps the idea is like that's not a very clear gear. Let's get a better one. All right, let's use one of these, but with a region rect. Something like that. Go ahead and get it all the way to the end. Sure. And then the top. Right around there. And then the bottom, trim it up to about there. Okay, well, let's do that on both sides. All right, does that spin well? is the next question. Are we centered properly? If I start spinning this. It wobbles. It does, in fact, wobble a bit. Is it actually 421 pixels across? Because that would be super weird. I mean, I guess it can wobble. That's fine. All right, whatever. It'll just wobble. Maybe it's gonna wobble. I don't know. All right, let's do a little bit of shenanigans and tomfoolery here. We're gonna make another one of them that is slightly larger. It's gonna be outline. And we're going to modulate visibility, self-modulate to darker. Yeah, it's fine. That's a cool look. Then the main menu gear. We want to go for like our stereotypical brassy color, right? Something like that. Well, that means I feel like this needs to be slightly different, like this, but then darker. Okay. And then the icons available to you. Nice. Does it always say nice when that happens? I don't actually know. There's a very good chance that I could have added that specifically. Okay, so the options are going to be things like attack, tactics, other thing. Items. So realistically, let's see, how many different options are you going to have? Like a partner is going to have attack, tactics, items, and that's like it. Right? That's not a ton. Oh, thank you for the follow. I just saw that come through from a few minutes ago. All follows are anonymous. So in which case the gear feels like overkill for just 3 things. But I definitely feel like main menu needs to have a little bit more oomph to it than all the sub-menus. There needs to be a little bit more theming to it. Okay, so we want to apply a new type of combat menu here. So we are going to inherit off of base menu. So let's make a new script called combat main menu. I prefer camel casing. So sue me. Extend base menu. Doesn't have to do much of anything. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. Combat main menu is going to be our alternate menu. So we can say var main menu equals preload that. And we're going to say, all right, action main menu is main menu. All right, right off the bat, that's going to fail. Oh, we have an ad coming up. Yeah, that immediately fails. We don't have add item. How do we not have add item? Is this thing? Oh, how about that? Well, hang on. Does target menu? Target menu doesn't need it. Okay. Okay. What if I inherit off of combat menu instead of base menu? Because then I get add item. Do I need add item? I mean, I guess so. What does target menu do with add item? How does that work? How does the targeting menu work? Okay, create targeting menu. Oh, we don't call add item on targeting menu. That's how, for one thing. But we still do selection made. What does base menu have in it? What do we need to actually implement to get a basic menu going here? We programmed it in to handle directional inputs. Good. Handle the select input. When you do a select, we run can select, which is already there. And then we emit selection made, so we just have to listen to it or else nothing happens. Easy 303 tokens. And handle the cancel input. What do we do on a cancel? Oh, we got some movement down in the kiddo's room. She seems okay. She decided to mix up her sleeping arrangement tonight, so I'm expecting her to say that she wants to go back to her normal way any second now. In which case, I'm going to be moving blankets for the next 10 minutes. Okay, so I guess this is okay. It just comes down to changing this setup here. We don't do add items anymore. But this would otherwise still work. Basically, that's how her sleeping arrangement looks every night. It's basically a pillow fort. Okay, so then we would have this. With as many options as we want. So let's see here. What do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? Like, we could do... Pillow forts are the best. It's true. Okay, first off, position this at whoever's turn it is. And keep doing that. Because the camera could be moving during all of this. So let's start with a... target unit. Target actor. Let's specify. We need to grab the camera. All right, hang on. I've got some code for that. It's not the prettiest. It's just grab the closest available camera. All right. If we got a target actor, so we need to take, we need to unproject or something. It's going to be a fun thing. Where's our unprojection business that we do? Let me just look for project. Not in our shaders. Not projectile. Here we go. Unproject position. Camera dot unproject position. Perfect. That's what we need. We're just going to take our target actor's position, go up by 1 unit to kind of aim a little bit closer to their head, and that's our target position. We are going to set our position here equal to the target position every frame. Never mind, because it's a node 2D. It has just position? Is that all? Oh, because it thinks that this is a... Oh, okay. Hang on. So what we need here is... Right. Let's make a node 2D for container. Move these into it. And then... Got it. Cool. All right, let's get into a fight. I guess we could enter straight into the battle scene instead of going around trying to run into a random encounter, but it works. It's fine. Okay, it is not moving to the thing. Let's change this around. Print. Test. It's not hitting that. Okay. Oh, because I didn't hit target actor. I didn't actually set up target actor. So in our battle menu, when it's the player's turn, menu instance dot target actor equals unit dot actor. There we go. So this should focus the gear on whoever's turn it is. It's like maybe we want some lower transparency or something. Yeah, look at this. Beautiful. Wow, incredible. It's like, so that could work. That's certainly an interesting way to do it. Like maybe if we, like, I don't know. Let me try some things here. Let's mess around with it. Battle manager, battle menus, combat main menu. Here's our container. If we go lower opacity, and maybe. What if we go a little bit smaller? How does that look? Okay, what if we fix this position? We can't fix the position. I think that's not going to do much, but... I'm really about the whole thing now. All right, z-index isn't going to do anything because it's in space. I think this maybe needs to be a 3D thing. Like this needs to exist in space. So let's make some changes here. I don't know exactly how we're going to do this, but it does feel like that's what we need to start with. So our combat main menu, we're going to change type to a node 3D. There it is. Beautiful. So let's, you know what? We got some different gears now. We got some different gears available to us. We got this guy. What else we got? Oh, this is a good one. That one's a great gear. Throw that in there. Heck yeah. It's a good looking gear, if I do say so myself. Yeah, so we may actually plop it up above the screen or something. All right, so get rid of container. That one's out. However, this color has we gotta fix this. This is not the texture we want to go with on this. Let's see here. What textures do we have that would look nicer on this? We got Oh, I guess we need to editable children this. Let's see here. Give it a nice rusty red. Corrugated metal. Doesn't look too bad. A. Just a big red gear. Gorgeous. That's not bad, really. We may need to fix the model at some point, but that seems fine to start with. Where are we going to position this is the next question. I don't think we need to position it at the target actor anymore. I think a set position in the scene would make sense on the battle scene. So we don't even need the camera then. Could have a combination of 2D and 3D elements. So let's not drop the camera entirely. What if, let me try something silly here. If we had a second gear, like in the mock-up. Remember that? Wow. You know, doing something like this. Maybe. So this whole thing kind of just sits somewhere in the scene. All right, let's see where we can position that. Try some things out. This is a very guess and test sort of system we got going on here. All right, well, obviously not there. Definitely not there. Instead, battle manager, battle menus, combat main menu, gear and gear 1, positions. All right, so gear. The size of this may be okay for what we're going for. Like, yeah, actually, yeah, like what if a gear like right around here that has the options off to the side of it, doot. And then fun little gear 2 is just kind of along for the ride to anchor it a bit. Maybe even we do, we kind of put it over here somewhere so they can kind of turn in conjunction as you're doing things. You get the idea. Maybe not that exact tooth there. Maybe more like this one up to the side here. But then these kind of like the options. Each of these teeth correspond to an option, and as you choose an option, the whole thing turns to reveal the next one over. So that could be a little bit fun and interesting. And if we keep it in line with the player, then that works pretty well. Okay, so we want to aim this one to be around somewhere around here. Right about there, negative 4.5. And then 2.25 up. Maybe 2.5 up. That seems like that might be the spot right there. Copy value. Combat menu, combat main menu. This guy right here. Paste position over there. Okay, so this is where it's going to be in the scene. And we'll have some other ones about somewhere being interesting in some way. This needs more to it. Or else it's going to just be sort of sitting there awkwardly. That doesn't look great, does it? But that looks okay. I guess we could just do a cylinder. Just do a mesh cylinder. Radius can be 1. Nope, too big. Let's go 0.8, 0.8. 0.2. Great. Give it the same texture. There's our gear. There's a second gear. And then we would need some kind of like box or something. Whoa. Um, 8, 5, something like this going on. Actually, go even like that, so we can see a visual. Yeah. That's good enough for me. Doesn't have to be specific on what exactly it is there. Doesn't matter. Not triplanar. We want to make sure we avoid triplanar here. Because this is going to like move into the scene. Okay, and then somehow there will also be the actual menu options appearing. Those feel like they need to happen in 2D. I wonder what's for idea. All right, let's say this is main gear. Let's add a node to this. Let's add a series of nodes to this. Let's call this hotspots. Okay. Dupu, why are you still awake? Unbelievable. I'm missing 3 letters. Z, Q, and J. Ah, the abyss. Ah, the abyss. Is this just like weirdly rotated here, or what? What are we looking at here? What's the rotation? No, that's just how this is. So I want to tilt this up by The font and I figured. That is what under control looks like. You may not like it. Okay, let's have... Oh wait, I can just I can adjust this cylinder individually. That would be much easier. Well, easier. There we go. X. How much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ticks for 90 degrees. So 18 ticks. I want to go half a tick, so 9 degrees. There we go. Lined up. Perfect. Now add hotspots to this. Starting at this location here. 1, 2, 3, 5. Right there. So the idea is that I can use this as a location to say, this is where we put the 2D element. We will unproject it. So what I could do is duplicate this, transform it at this location, and then bop, 18 degrees, 36 degrees. There we go. And then move its parent to here. And then now that is there at the exact location, oriented. Make that 3 and this one 4. Rotate this by 72 degrees. What was it? I keep forgetting. 18, 36, 72. All right, so there's 3 and 4 now. Okay, so we just duplicate this twice more. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dupu, has anyone solved everything yet? Because unfortunately, I'm held up by having to do Kaizo. So now this is going to be 120 degrees. Math nerds, am I close? Nope. Not a bit. Not a bit. The Crimson Fence, of course. 36, 72, 144. This seems wrong. If anyone solves everything, it'll be Mary. Oh, okay. One of those. This seems wrong. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there's 10 of them. So we actually don't need these last 2 hotspots. Okay. So 144 was correct. All right, so now 5. Yep. And then 288. No. 288 minus 72. Or no, maybe it is 288. 9, 10. Yep, all right, cool. There we go. Well, that was a silly way to distribute these, but now we have these locations distributed around the outside of this gear. 10 locations. We are going to use that, and we're going to unproject onto our UI as this thing shifts around. This is all for a dumb little effect. It's very silly. Don't worry about it. We'll have the element that's furthest to the right. This is the selected element. And as things move away, they will reduce in size and opacity. So like maybe we'll show like up to 5 elements at a time, which is good because I think the minimum number of things we have in this main menu is 3. So you'll see the selected one, and then you'll see 1, 2, 1, 2, but you won't see the selected one again because that one will be back here. It will wrap infinitely. It's silly. It's silly. Okay, cool. Great. Love it. So menus, we are working on base menu, which means we need to implement on selection changed, startup probably, maybe can select, we'll override that one, why not? And then we'll attach a listener for the event of actually selecting something. The reason we've got this separate startup function instead of just using the built-in ready function is because the way these menus work is we may want to instantiate them, but then add elements to them. After all the elements are added to them, then we call startup, I believe. I believe that's how this works. This thing I made that I totally remember making. Okay, yeah, we do like an initialization. So it waits until the first process frame to call startup. Which maybe is a little bit, maybe it's a little bit silly, but it's fine. Okay, so we want to have ourselves a target rotation based on the selection index or something. Let's try a target rotation. Every time the selection changes. Okay, go back to base menu. Target change, selection change. When does this get called? Okay, and that's messing with our current select index. This is tricky because of the wraparound. I think I need to store how many wraparounds we have done. So in addition to using the select index, which loops properly, like if you have 3 options, it will count 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. I think I also want to maintain a variable that does not wrap, specifically for managing this gear rotation, which is a silly thing. So we're going to call that current select index no wrap. Sure. Great. Cool. And basically, it's going to do the exact same thing as this other one, but it's not going to wrap around. It's just going to increment and decrement as much as it needs to. And that will allow us to say that whenever the selection changes, our target rotation is going to equal the wrap, which is this going to be radians? This is going to be radians, isn't it? Take this, and multiply it by, no, there's no math. It's just pi times 2 divided by 10 elements here. Make sure we're not doing integer multiplication in any way. And then in our process, we're going to lerp towards our target rotation. So we're going to have this main gear. We're not going to have this container yet. We're going to have main gear. Main gear dot rotation dot x. We're going to lerp. We're going to lerp that bad boy to our target rotation with a weight of, let's say, 1%. All right. I believe this is going to allow us to actually cycle the gear. Let's find out. No, there is no cycling happening here, but it looks cool there. It looks cool coming out of the ground there. Very nice, very nice. Why is it not? Welcome back, casual. Do I need to do anything for this? This is a base menu. As such, it automatically gets handle direction inputs. It is calling on selection. Oh, it doesn't know how many things we have. The combat menu has this fancy little add item business that adds a name and description and all that. This does not. And as a result, available item count does not change. So we're going to temporarily set this equal to 3. Hey, this song is pretty cool. You're right. Not appropriate for this farmland, but still. Am I selecting anything? Dang it. All right, I need to look at this in a little bit more, with a bit more scrutiny. Okay, add item in the combat menu. What does that do? It creates a menu item object. Okay, so this is the menu. We are looking at the combat menu. We add containers, we mess with the icons, we enable it, and available item count gets updated. So that's pretty much it, right? What else is there to do there? Available item 3. None of our buttons are doing. But we can check what's going on if we just kind of handle direction input. Let's just start doing this. Tell me, what is happening? Oh, okay, we're not hitting that code. Bless you. Oh, we're not hitting that code either. Well, what does this do exactly? This, oh, is locked? Is this menu locked? No. So, what's going on here, huh? Are we hitting this code? No, we're not hitting this code here. We overrode process, didn't we? We certainly did. Ah ha ha, that's what we did wrong. Well, yeah, that'll do it, huh? Okay, in Godot, inherited process. How do we do, how do we do parent? How do we do parent function? Super, delta, super, delta. Okay. That is doing things. Oh, I don't know what I selected, but okay. Great. Oh, and then also, battle menus. When you cancel, we go back to player action menu dot bind. Okay, so that should be fine. That should be fine for it to do that. Should that be fine? What does instantiate menu do? Does it delete the existing menu? Current menu. What happens to current menu? What are we doing with current menu? Nothing. Wait, what does combat menu do when you unselect an option? Maybe that's base menu that deletes it. Handle select. Select is pressed. Yeah, okay, it is. It does delete it. It does delete it. Okay, well that's something. All right, first of all, this needs to lerp significantly faster. We want snappier lerping. Can we just go straight into the battle scene, please? Be easier for testing purposes. Okay, this is good. Mechanical hair. Oh, you wait for it. The bot's gonna do its thing. Just you wait. What was the category on that? Dabble Worlds levels. Oh man, I love Dabble Worlds. What a cool game. I don't either. Okay. Now we need to do unprojection stuff again. But also, I can do, I can work on this before I do that. Which gives me, just buys me a little bit of time before things get ugly. 7 degrees? Okay, so this wants to be 7 degrees less. So rotation dot x equals this minus degree to rad 7. There we go. Just to keep those linked up nicely. There it goes. It did the thing. It did the dumb thing that it does. All right. Next up. Oh, we gotta do the unprojection. We gotta. Can't be helped. What does this look like? Like, presumably, it's gonna look very similar to one of these combat menu items. One of these. But no, it can be bigger and more. And also, it doesn't need this because the first page will never have a cost. They're just categories. They're just categories. It needs an icon and some text, and that's it. So let's try that. Let's add a node 2 main menu item. And it needs to be something that can go fade out and scale up and down pretty easily. So we need an icon. An item icon. Is it an item icon? Okay, that is just a Sprite 3D. Yeah, that is just a Sprite 3D. So yes, it can have an item icon. Wait, no, that's a Sprite 3D. So it should just be a Sprite 2D. With the icons here. With region enabled. 100 by 100. Just like that. I guess in a circle? Is there a way to just do just a circle? just a basic circle. We do have a basic circle. Look at that. Wow. We will scale that up a bit, I think. And then that extends out. Hey, Rage, welcome in. Things are going all right. We're making minor progress. Frogtown's looking a little bit nicer. Got a few more houses back there. Completely just for decoration. It's coming along. Now we're trying to finally improve the main menu after too long. Let's modulate this to be some other color. I don't know exactly what. Something kind of lighter. Maybe like that. Okay, sure. Bring that one out. Creative block, hash frame for an art prompt. Something to do with fire. Now there's an interesting twist. An aquatic creature. The first thing that comes to mind is something that uses thermal vents for heat. A thermal squid. Fire squid. Fire squid? I want a sprite 2D. Do I have a rectangle or a square? No. Can I just do just a blank texture here? New placeholder texture. Is that a thing? What does that look like? Oh, well, that makes sense. There's gotta be some kind of UI. Like a panel feels like overkill. Like Sprite 2D feels like it should be fine. Like I could probably even just use some kind of, or just like a white texture. No. Or blank. No. Surely I can just do new texture, but then nothing on it. Haircuts. I know. Okay, I looked it up, and you're gonna laugh at me when I tell you how I looked it up. My last haircut was in August. Now, the question is, how did I look it up? Well, I log all of my bot data to a SQLite table running on my computer, and so I just did a query for give me the last 10 messages that contained the word haircut. Sort by date, descending. I was like, oh yeah, middle of August. Like, perfect. That's why I did this. That's why I did this for the bot. Don't you ever think to yourself, man, I wish I could query everything that has ever happened in my life, because sometimes I just want to know these things. Transform. Set that scale. There we go. There we go. We got a nice capsule shape now. You're getting yours cut again on Monday. Nice. Underwater volcano type thing. You need a lava shark. Okay, combat menu item. We just had that up. Let's grab the text here, this label, throw that in here. It's pretty much going to be attack, items, tactics, and that's it. but this will be a fine placeholder. Candy Shark has to have 8 appendages. Octo Shark. Thank you, Rage. All right. This is gonna look really goofy, but we're getting there. All right, main menu item. We're going to save that as a scene. So menus, combat menu, main menu item. So this is specifically for combat. So we already have all these sub menus and they look fine, but the main initial menu needs to have some pizzazz. All right, so we are going to now remove this from here. And in our script, we're going to preload it. Okay, so when we start up, we're gonna take all those options. We want to have like 2 loops of each one, I guess. This is where it's gonna get silly. And it's gonna be like slightly more complicated than the existing setup. But it will be all right. Okay. Yeah, since we have a minimum of 3 items, we finally made it. We finally made it to silly. So if we load directly into the battle scene, rather than access it through a field encounter, it gives us the test scene and just a pre-baked combat. So this is going to be our... Oh, right, I need to invert that. This is going to be our selection menu thing. Uh-oh. Weird. That's odd. That's odd. These mice are new. Well, casual. You missed some doings. There was a lot of stuff about those mice. They're important, as it turns out. So we want to create these little menu items to follow the teeth of those gears. Combat main menu. This needs to be actually a negative of this plus this. Do I have the brain power for this tonight? I think I do. Okay, so on selection change. Yeah, wait a second. What is happening here when we select something here? We should be emitting selection made. If delete after select. Is that the default? Yes. So it should delete the menu after we select it. Play a confirm sound. We're hearing that confirm sound. And then returning true. So it's emitting selection made, which is right here. Oh, it's because we're hitting 0, which doesn't exist in this new version. Okay, that's why goofy things were happening. All makes sense. Okay, well that's one mystery solved. Next mystery. We want this to... All right, let's open up Paint. This is when things get good. All right, so we have a ticker tape of selections. So we're selecting this item. This is item 0. We will have a visible window of about 5 items. So 2 in either direction. And then it's gonna fade out and get a little bit smaller towards the edges. And then we can't actually see these, but they will like cycle in with the animation. So they still kind of need to be there. So in this case where we have 3 options, it'll go 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 2, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0. So what is the way to set this up? We're going to have a separate instance for each of these. And I'd like for it to be as easy as when we rotate, everything shifts over 1, animates over 1, and this one, which is already off screen, it's as simple as just moving this to the next position. And we don't have to worry about that. So we just want to maintain a list of, let's say, like as long as this lines up, really is the thing. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Like what's the, let's just make it easy for us. We'll have extra elements that are completely invisible, but it'll just make sorting things easier. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1. So we'll say that no matter what, we're going to do a number of loops. We're going to do 4 loops. 2 going one way, 2 going the other way. We're a little bit off center, and that's fine. That ensures that the visible spectrum will never have anything get cut off when we are shifting it back and forth across the edge there. So as we are shifting things, doing these musical chairs, that should never be visible. It should always be happening far enough off screen that we don't have to worry about it. Okay. This is going to be such a pain. Why did I do it this way? What was I thinking? It's fine. It's fine. All right. So combat main menu. When we start up, how does combat menu work? We like maintain a list. Yeah, we do this add item business. Let's actually do something similar. Let's have this add item business. We take a name, a description, is enabled. We don't need mana cost. No such thing. We do need a sprite to tell us what are we doing. I wanted to give myself a challenge. That's exactly what it was. Description. Do we need a description? I don't think we need a description here. We can drop description completely. We will instantiate our combat menu item as an instance. We will add it as a child to this. Then we will mess with things like the text, name, and label. We don't have this. Icon, yes. That's going to be annoying with the region rectangle. I guess we can just do, instead of sprite, we could just do sprite index. Because we can just mess with the region rect there. It's fine. And then we'll have a disabled flag on it. Description. Return it. It doesn't like this because number... Oh, right. Why am I going TypeScript? All right. So now in our battle menus, let's set this up here. Basically these. I guess we can pass in the sprite itself if we want, but it's fine. The idea is that icon index is 3, 4, and 0. We need name is enabled, sprite index. Name is enabled, sprite index. We have that extra 0 in here. Get that out of here. That looks great. Cool, cool, cool. All right. That should wire everything up. It's not going to visually look any good, but it's a start. Let's grab... Is it utility dot get something something get icon? There it is. Utility dot get icon. Because I keep needing this. All right, menu item instance, get node. Don't remember the name. What does this actually return? It returns a whole sprite 2D. Okay. Well then. Where's our combat main menu item? Combat menu item. We just made it. What was it called? Where did I put that thing? Combat main menu item. Just main menu item. This. Yeah. Icon. Okay. Do. So get that icon. Dot. I guess we could just set the region rect. We'll just override that. Cool. So we're going to have some kind of positioning business going on here. We're going to maintain a list of all these icons. And then we're just going to position them. Oh wait, no. We need to maintain a duplicate of each of these. So after we add these items, boy, I really did want to do this the worst possible way. Lizard party. Okay, that looks good. That is disabled. We'll do that at some point. Okay, so in the startup function, we now have these items. Base menu items equals this. Go ahead and append our instances. And then we'll have looping menu items because we need this to loop around. Startup. We're gonna do 4 total loops. For menu item in base menu items, our original menu items. We're gonna do looping menu items equals, oh boy, hold on now. All right, we already have 3 of them, or we already have our base set. So we're gonna say add these to the looping menu items as well, the initial set, and then add an additional instantiation of it. Let's duplicate. That's item.duplicate, right? Duplicate. Is that? Appears to be the correct. Yep. We're gonna go with that. Oh, here come the ads. Brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. Ads are coming. Menu item, duplicate, looping menu items dot append. All right, so now we have 4 instances of each item. Okay, that's good. Possibly. Might be good. And we're gonna maintain a center index, which is going to be, in this instance, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 2 times the length of the array. Or I guess, yeah, let's take base menu items dot size times 2. That's the one we're actually pointing at, is this index of looping. Now, how do we attach these to the proper hotspot? We have this element here, which has hotspots 1 through 10, corresponding to each of the gear teeth. We want the actual element we're pointing to always go here, but we're gonna like eventually start like scooting these around. Maybe this one should be 0. Yeah, just to make that a little easier. So let's grab hotspots. Welcome in, David. It's getting dumb. It's getting dumb in here. We've done something very silly, and it's about to get worse. Okay, so we can affix these in the process line, and then let's deal with the looping later, maybe. Yeah. Let's start with the base case of just throw them in there, loop over it. It's fine. For menu item in our looping menu items, we need to do some unprojection. Camera dot. It's a camera. Camera dot unproject position. World point is. Okay. Well, I gotta figure out the right hotspot. The hotspot in question is hotspots dot get child number, and then it's the index menu item index equals 0, and we'll iterate at the end of the loop. I wish there was a way like you can in JavaScript of iterating over both the index and the element. I guess you could do this. Range of size. And then say menu item equals. It just feels like that should be something that's much easier to do. Hey, Soz. Welcome in. We're actually going to be wrapping up pretty soon. Take the index modulo hotspots dot get child count, so we don't loop or we don't go out of bounds. So now we have the hotspot. We want hotspot.global position. So that gives us a 2D position. And now we can say menu item dot position. We're going to take the position of that and put it on that. Let's see what happens. This is going to break badly, but it's a good start. Just getting some code on the board is a good way to start. Oh boy, it broke. Region rect. Oh, is this where you wanted to break, huh? Base object of type null instance. Which one? Which one is null? This Menu item instance? Or what? Menu item instance should have an icon. So maybe this one returned nothing? Or maybe this one. Let's see. Let's see here. Hang on now. Just slurp it up. Just slurp it on up. So we're looking at this object, which... No, this is the wrong object, isn't it? Well, that would do it, huh? It's this object that I wanted. Main menu item. Huh. Ha ha ha. Well, maybe that's why. Okay, take two. Whack-a-mole on the bugs. Well, I mean, that's something. That's actually something right there. This is the general idea. This is the general idea, is we've got 3 options, but we want them to keep looping infinitely. But that's the basic idea, actually. Okay, it's definitely choosing thing. That's items? That's tactic. That's attack. That's attack. That's items. That's attack. That's items. That's tactics. That's items. That's attack. That's tactics. That's items. So those are backwards somehow. But point stands. That's better than I expected for that point. Let's look at the menus here. Menu is supposed to be the second item. Well, that is what's there. Okay, so these are just getting positioned in reverse order. That's fine. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's good. It's good. So the thing is, there's supposed to be more of them. Why are there not more of them? Oh, because these extra ones have not been added to the scene. So we'll say dupster. This dupe item here. There we go. Okay. So what we want is eventually these are going to scale based on how close they are to the center. There we go. Heck yeah. Okay. Okay. Now this is very broken because of this right here. We have 10 spokes or 10 cogwheels, but there are 3 unique elements, so it's not going to divide evenly. Oh, thank you for the follow. I just saw that come in just a bit ago. All follows are anonymous. But appreciate having you here. Either way, these are like twice the size of anything else in here, which is very silly. Okay, so Okay, let's scale. How are we gonna do this? Are we ready for this? I don't know. So the idea is every time you move, every time you change, we want to sort things around a bit and change which one is attached where. What is the way to do that? Do we actually want to move things? Are we going to actually change the order of elements in this list? Probably not. No. The index does matter there. I just want to change which hotspot it's on. How do I tell which hotspot it's on? Well, that's its own problem. It depends. Yay! Because it depends on how many loops around we're doing. Oh gosh, circles. We are trying to squeeze 12 elements onto 10 cogwheels, which already that's a bad start. Okay. If I shift this back and just say do this one time, just add one additional loop. This will make it a little bit easier for me to see what's going on. Yeah, that makes it much easier for me to see what's going on. Now there's just 6 of them. Just 6. Okay, so what I want is that as we move, I want to try and keep it so that we only see one side of things. Ugh. Thank you for the follow. All follows are anonymous. So I probably do want to have this like swapped around a bit order-wise, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. It's fine. I want to say that every time so I actually want to change which hotspot it is parented to, not parented to, just what position it's in on the wheel. Right? Oh wait, that happens in the process here, so I don't have to do anything live. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Okay, wait, no, that's good, that's good. Because that means we can use we don't have to use the global looping index, we can use the current selection index. Processing. Use the current selection index 012, 012, 012. And what? What exactly? I want to do hotspot. Okay. Take the global. This is it. I'm there. So there. Take the global, the no wrap. Take the no wrap. Take the no wrap value. This is going to be something like 7 to say, all right, we've done 7 loops of this so far. Modulo total number of elements? Or no, subtract current index. So that would give me like how many evenly divisible loops around I am. Like I've gone around by, let's see, so this could be like 6, then this would be 0, or 7 and 1, or 8 and 2, and it would be like, all right, 6, 6, 6. You're 6 off from your last loop. So we would call that offset, and we would add that to our hotspot number, to our index here. Hotspot index equals menu item plus offset. And then modulo with the actual child count. We're going to work on that. That can't be, that's probably not right. This doesn't feel right, at least. Okay, the basic idea is there. Okay, I don't want any actual looping ones. I want to see no looping ones this time around. Do not add any loops to it. Wait, yes, no. I need. Yeah, we can take this whole thing out. Take this thing out for now. And so maybe this is supposed to be minus offset. I don't know. Let's try that. Okay, so we're only going to see 3 items. We're not going to see the duplicates yet. Okay, this is good, I think. It's not... The offset is bad, but... One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean... 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. I think our hotspot position is reversed, for one thing. So what if we... take this. Let's do a pause mod for one thing. That's gonna be much safer. And then let's go negative on this and cross our fingers. Okay, well, no. This first one was great. But then it jumped the wrong way, unfortunately. Plus offset? Hey, okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, good. Next step. Have duplicates. Oh, it's just Control K. I'm so used to Visual Studio, where it's like Control K and C after that. It's fine. Okay. Center index. So take this and increase by center index or subtract center index. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Nope, it was subtract. Probably. I hope. Something's wrong with it either way. Nope. Okay, maybe I was right the first time. Weirdly. Oh wait, no, I see the problem. Aha. This needs to be 3. Okay. Attack item tactics. Attack item tactics. Attack item tactics. Attack item tactics. Yes. So we're no longer. So here's the magic. Here's the magic that's happening. There are 10 gear cog wheels around this wheel. There are 10 spots. And there are 3 repeating items around that. Now, what that instinctively says is that, okay, if I keep going around the wheel, and everything is stuck to one spot, I should at some point see that pattern broken. That 1, 2, 3 pattern should break at some point, but we've done some magic, and so it doesn't. It never breaks. Somehow we have squeezed 3 items and caused them to magically not do that thing. We broke math to do it, but it was worth it. Oh, jeez. All right. So the next piece on this that I'm going to work on, I'm not going to do it tonight. This will be a tomorrow problem. We want to make it so that as things get further away from this center point, they get smaller and lower opacity. I want it to be maybe overall significantly smaller. I don't want it overlapping the UI at the top of the screen at all. Definitely not. 100% not. But yeah, that's the idea. As a reminder, our current major goal is we want to build a small trailer. Not like an official media-ready trailer, but just something that we can occasionally show off. Like if we get a big raid or something and someone's like, yeah, show us your project. I can be like, here we go. These are some curated scenes specifically chosen to demonstrate what this game looks like and what it's about. That is our big goal. As part of that, we need to spruce up the battle menu a bit. Hence this. So it's coming along. Let's see here. But that's the main goal right now. Let's see here. Dove's still on? Dove is still going. All right. Let's go. Since I'm running late, can't go meet anybody new tonight, so we are going to raid into Germ Dove, a friend of the channel. Here we go. So look, it did the thing that we wanted. Great. This is from July, this mock-up here. And you know what? There is a major thing that we have not done in this, which is this right here is just their name. We need to get better. We need this to look a little bit better with like more information about, oh yeah, and they've got this much defense and this much stuff, and only show these if you've spied them with cat. Yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. Progress every time. I love it. We're gonna make this game happen someday. All right, everybody, have a wonderful night. Hope your week goes well. If you have tomorrow off, then enjoy that. If not, enjoy it anyway. That'll show them. All right. I'll see you guys later.